So, what do we do now?
I tried to call Travis, but it wasn't Travis who answered. Dr. Sean Linger. Travis was knocked unconscious near the estate. He woke up at the hospital. Someone found him, called him in. He told me that he remembered it being around 1:15 when he was attacked. He just checked his watch. Sir, this means the kidnapper picked him up. Why would young Master Mokuba get into the limousine with a stranger? He knows better than that. He isn't naive enough to think you'd hire a new driver without telling him.
Did Copeland say anything else?
He said that if you will have it, he has offered his resignation.
What? Why would he do that?
I told him we have reason to believe that the little one has been abducted. Travis said that he let his guard down. He has failed in his duty to you and to young Master Mokuba, and that if you wish it, he will step down from his position.
Mokuba would never forgive me if I let him go for something like this. He likes Copeland, and Copeland is a victim in this too, apparently. He didn't see his attacker?
No.
Damn. Not as much of an amateur as I thought.
Unfortunately.
Which means he's leading us on.
Most likely.
Nervous, little master.
Nisama wouldn't be nervous. Nisama would be laughing at Ib's face right now. He'd show him up good. Yeah.
Some business to take care of, little master. Behave yourself now.
Mokuba had no idea what constituted his abductor's business, but he didn't care. Taking the opportunity for what it was, he pulled his phone out of his pocket and turned it on. He punched in Roland's number. The answer came almost immediately, and as it did, Mokuba heard the huge man outside, almost directly behind him, and hissed a quick, almost inaudible, "Shh!"
What's the holdup? Take that long just to go to the bathroom? Don't know how to find it? Or maybe you just can't aim right since, you don't have opposable thumbs. Laughing 'cause it's true. It's okay to admit it. We're all friends here, right? Hey, so where are we anyway? You taking me to an amusement park? I like Six Flags.
No, not an amusement park, sadly. Sorry to disappoint. Just going on a bit of a ride, see the countryside.
Are we going camping? I don't have a sleeping bag. We should have stopped by a store to pick up some marshmallows. Maybe some bananas for you. Monkeys like bananas, right?
But you are a treat. No camping, although there may just be a fire. Yes, a nice big campfire. It's bound to be very pretty.
Without a warning, Saruwatari threw open the door. He carried a gasoline can in one mammoth fist. Grinning, he reached out with the other and clutched Mokuba's phone before the boy could snatch it away, holding it close to his face as he chuckled.
That will be quite enough of that, little master. Shame I didn't get to see you, Master Kaiba. It's been so long.
He terminated the call, turned off the device, and dropped it to the ground, crushing it. Saruwatari's face, eyes obscured by his ever-present sunglasses, looked like grinning death. He reached out, lightning quick, and gripped Mokuba by the hair. Dropping the gasoline at his feet, Saruwatari tossed Mokuba over his shoulder with a grip like corded steel, and strolled towards the second car. Saruwatari unceremoniously tossed Mokuba into it. Before he could even think to escape, the lid slammed shut and all was in darkness. Mokuba tried immediately to open it, but of course it didn't work. It was stifling in here. He could barely move. The darkness felt like a blanket. It reminded him of... No time for panic. Can't panic. Panic gets you killed. Mokuba closed his eyes. It didn't make any real difference, but it felt better, and took his locket from beneath his shirt. He held it tightly like a good luck charm, and told himself to calm down, beginning to convince himself that nothing was going to go wrong.
Shh! What's the holdup? Take that long just to go to the bathroom? Don't know how to find it? Or maybe you just can't aim right since, you don't have opposable thumbs.
The responding laugh was familiar, and Seto wasn't sure if that made things better or worse. But now he thought he knew that the motive this time was likely to be vengeance, and that was not good news.
Shame I didn't get to see you, Master Kaiba. It's been so long.
Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it!
Not long after the call from Mokuba had been dropped, a second came to Seto's phone. He ripped it out of his suit jacket and snapped it open and nearly screamed.
What?
Nobody saw anything out of the ordinary. At least, according to them. Kids just saw Mokuba walk out, he waved at them, he got into the limo. I asked what the driver looked like, though, and that's not right. They said he had weird hair, spiked up in front. I asked if it was like mine, but they said no. Said it looked like...
Antenna, shark's fin, needle, horn.
Horn. They said he had a badge on his suit, though, just like Copeland, so nothing looked wrong. He must have taken it from...
No, he didn't take anything. It's his. The man who took Mokuba used to work for me. I just got a call. I know him. I hired him as a bodyguard when I first took over Kaiba Corp.
Do you know where he's taking Mokuba?
I know where he's taking him. And I know one more thing. We're in trouble.
Think he's okay?
Dunno. I hope so. I think he'll do alright for himself for now. He's tough, he'll pull through. So we gotta do our part now and find him.
Kaiba tell you where they were going?
Nah, didn't say specifically. Just said, north. Shit, I'm stupid! Hey, where are you? Where you headed? Know where he is now? Oh? What? What's that? Oh, shit. Well, where's the last place you... Okay. Got it. Yeah, I'll be there. You bet. Sure. Right, okay. They, lost track of him. GPS system. Kid's phone in the limo. They were tracking. Both of them just went, poof. Gone. But, Kaiba says he knows who's behind this one.
Who?
Pegasus's head suit monkey.
Oh, shit. Oh no.
Darren McKinley caught up with Seto and Roland on the outskirts of an abandoned lot, with no time to say anything to them. As the young CEO stepped away from his car, Seto moved slowly, woodenly, cobbled eyes wide and unseeing. Darren dared to touch the man's shoulder, expecting a flinch of surprise, or perhaps hoping for one. But Seto didn't move. He hadn't felt it.
Seto.
So, this is why. I see now.
The limousine that Travis Copeland had driven for years, that Mokuba had ridden in on the trips to and from school ever since he had joined the public system, was a hunk of bent, twisted metal, home to a smoldering blaze of fire that seemed to dare them onward, like the eye of some ancient evil. Darren had seen explosions, had seen fires, had seen ruined vehicles like this. He had seen them many times. It didn't help, though. Now he knew why Seto and Roland had been unable to track Mokuba. There wasn't anything here worth tracking. The only thing keeping him from panicking was the fact that he didn't smell burning flesh.
Well, let's regroup then. Roland, Darren, stop standing there like mourners at a funeral that hasn't even happened.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not. But if he is in there, then there isn't much fucking point to anything, now is there? So I'm damn well going to assume that I'm supposed to think he is, and that he isn't, until I have some goddamn proof. So nice of you to call.
Mokuba opened his eyes and wondered when he had fallen asleep. He thought for one wondrous moment that maybe he'd simply had a nightmare, and the terror still resting deep in his chest could be solved by nothing more than asking Seto to make him a special breakfast. But when he opened his eyes, he realized quickly enough that things weren't going to be that easy. The room he was in was most certainly not his own. The walls were bare of any decoration. There was no desk, no shelves, no chairs, no familiar poster on the back of his door. Saruwatari had to have knocked him out.
Son of a bitch.
Mokuba felt the child's electric glee at doing something he knew wasn't allowed. He almost grinned. Instead of grinning, though, he swung his legs out from under the sheet, tossed it aside, and dropped his feet onto the thin carpet. He started as he realized that he could feel the carpet, and not his shoes. It was only then that he realized he wasn't dressed in the jeans, t-shirt, and sneakers that he'd been wearing. He was dressed in white pajamas that didn't fit. Someone had changed his clothes while he'd been out. Now he felt angry and violated. The boy scanned his surroundings. He found absolutely nothing of note. No window through which he would escape, no matter of communicating with anyone, but most disappointingly, nothing he could use as a weapon. He stood up, decided there was no harm in checking, and glanced under the bed. There, in the back, past his reach from his current position but still available to him, was an old framing hammer. He crawled beneath the bed and picked it up. It was solid, heavy, and felt good in his hand. He took one final cursory glance around the room before heading to the single door and exiting into a long hallway. Well, wherever he was, it was big. He saw the front door, but knew even as he headed toward it that he would never make it out, and so when he heard a voice from behind him to his left, he wasn't the least bit surprised.
Leaving? Oh, now that's hardly polite, little Kaiba. We haven't had any time to chat.
As Mokuba finally set eyes on the man responsible for his current situation, he did not see Adachi Saruwatari. Indeed, it hadn't been his old bodyguard's voice that had called out to him. It had been familiar, that voice, but only distantly, and even as he saw the man's face, it wasn't immediately recognizable. Still, Mokuba tightened his grip on the hammer.
Ah, now I thought I had that room cleaned. Wherever did you pick that up, little one? Toss it aside. What do you think you'll be doing? Construction? Nonsense, you're a guest.
But Mokuba didn't believe that. His eyes finally fell on the pistol in the man's right hand. Dropping the hammer hadn't been a friendly suggestion. It was a command. Mokuba threw it to his side, face going suddenly blank.
Come. Sit. Come here, little Kaiba. Sit with me. It's been quite a long while, hasn't it? Let's catch up, shall we?
The man smiled, but it didn't lift the boy's spirits. On the contrary, it scared the hell out of him.
It is nice to see you again, little Kaiba. I do hope you may forgive my associate. I hear he ruined your brother's limousine. So crass. But now you're here, and that's what matters. Surely, little Kaiba, you would recognize me?
Mokuba's calm facade broke the slightest bit, and his mouth dropped open in surprise.
Siegfried von Schroeder.